What's going on, YouTube? It's the best show on a Friday night. Welcome to the Hockey Stick Talk Nation with me, your host, Dan, and my special guest tonight, Paul in the 619. Thank you,
What's up,
Paul, for
guys?
being here. We appreciate it.
Yeah, let's go.
And as we do here on this lovely channel, we want to give a shout out to everyone who's in the chat right now. We have Mr. Robert Springs. Thank you for coming, Robert. Appreciate
Yeah.
you, buddy.
What's up,
We
Robert?
have Hungry D, a newcomer to the show.
Hi, Rudy.
Thank you for coming, Hungry D. Appreciate you. Then we got Paul and the 619s in the chat there.
That's me. That's me.
We have Dewey, a good friend of mine, and coming over
What's up, Dewey?
from Incognito on Wednesdays. Thank you, Dewey.
Yeah.
Appreciate you. We'll scroll down. We have Vince, Sportscard ripping teacher, good friend of mine. Thanks, Vince, for coming. Appreciate you.
Hi, Vince.
Oh, wow. We got a rare appearance here. We got Mr. Will Voggs is in the house tonight.
What?
What a rare appearance.
Wow. Vlogs equals ratings.
Well, we'll see if that goes true tonight. Thanks all for coming. We'll get to the rest of you guys as you keep popping in, but I appreciate you all for coming here and being here on Friday night. And as we do, as always, we're going to jump right in and give a big shout out to the channel sponsor here tonight and every night. And we just got to wait for it to pop up. But hey, folks, are you looking to buy some singles for your PC collection or even a player that you want to collect or start to collect? Why not go to eBay to my sponsor, Tsunami Hockeycards, where if you use the code DMHockey88, you get 25% off on your first purchase. And also, if you use the code Tsunami November 27th, you get buy two, get one free till the end or till November 27th. So make sure to go check him out. He does more than just hockey. He has baseball, football, UFC, and he's starting to dabble into a bit more. So definitely go check him out and buy something, and really helps him. He was in that terrible hurricane in Florida, so anything that we can do to support him really helps his family and helps him get rebuilding back. So definitely go help him out and tell him Dan sent you. Use those codes and you'll find some wonderful stuff over there. So without further ado, let's just dive right in here. So Paul, thank you for giving us your Friday night. I know this is usually yours and the missus date night, so we appreciate you, and tell her we appreciate her letting you go.
Thanks, Danny. That's awesome, dude. Maiden. What's up, Maiden?
We have Maiden here. Sticks G's in the house. What's going on, Sticks? Maiden?
Oh, 8 sticks.
So without further ado, I guess we'll just dive right into the first little bit of business we got going on here. As many of you might not know, but Paul is fairly new to the hockey, starting to get into it a little bit here. So we figured what better place to learn hockey and talk about hockey than being in here on a hockey talk show.
Yeah. Well, the thing is that I live in Southern California. I'm not like tooting my horn. That's the fact. The thing, I was raised on football and baseball. I actually played football in high school. Hockey is pretty non-existent in my growing up. But the thing is that we do have a minor league club. It's the San Diego Gulls. It has a really passionate following. I'm starting to follow them. I've only gone to 3 games, but I was telling Danny, every time I go to a game, there's a fight, and I'm like, oh, this is dope. But the thing is that I've bought hockey cards. I have a Target down my street that has hockey cards. I mean, it's funny because nobody buys hockey really in the area that I live in. Pretty much it's baseball, football, basketball. So when I go to my Target, man, they got so much hockey product. So I buy it all up, man. Yeah.
Awesome.
And like Danny says, I'm not the most knowledgeable fan, but I am a fan. My actual NHL team is the Seattle Kraken. I have a lot of family in Seattle, and every time I go up there, man, they're repping that. So I was like, what? It seems like a cool team. So yeah, so I'm liking the Kraken. I know I've been following their season. They started out hot, but they're kind of leveling out. Right now, they're a 500 ball club, but it's early. It's early in the season, and that's the thing about hockey, man. It's a long season. Just because they're doing good in the beginning doesn't mean they're doing good at the end. It's a grind. So, anyways,
Definitely. And now brings us into our first segment. We'll add this up
yeah,
here.
yeah,
So we have the Seattle Kraken top 10 players of this year. So as you can see here, we went in and we did the top 10 for the Seattle Kraken because as we just heard, Paul's turned into a Kraken fan, which is great because they have one of my favorite players on there. So
yeah.
at number 1, we have Jared McCann, great player. Probably on pace to get another 40 goals this year. Then we have at number 2, hands down, my favorite player in the whole NHL who I've watched since he was a junior, and that's Jordan Eberle. And he is the captain of the Seattle Kraken now, which is long overdue. He should have been captain years ago, but proud of him and love it. And he is actually sitting 8th in the NHL scoring right now. So hopefully he can put that up, and that'll be great. Then we have their rookie, well, I guess it'd be kind of sophomore now or third season now, and that's Matty Beniers, who's really started slow this year, but I have a feeling he's going to pick it up here in a little bit. Then you'll see him go on a tear like he usually does. And then we have the newcomer, Riker Evans, who everybody who doesn't know and who collects cards, start collecting this guy's card because he is going to be huge. So Riker Evans, mark that name down. You
I'm
heard
gonna
it here
mark it down
first.
right now.
He's going to be a star. And hello to Christina Payne. We appreciate you coming in. Thank you. She's going to drop some people's stuff in the chat there, which she does for Paul, which is just a wonderful, and we can't thank her enough. And then we got the newcomer to the Kraken who they bought this season, and that is Brandon Montour, who just came off a hat trick the other night. So awesome there. Then we have Andre Barakowski, another good player. We have Jaden Swartz, who they got from St. Louis in the draft, who's another great player. And then another player they picked up is Chandler Stevenson, who I think is going to do wonders in Seattle. I think he was held back a little bit for the Knights, but I think he's going to have the open ice to play in Seattle. Then we got Oliver Bjorkstrand, who's a pure goal scorer. This guy's a highlight reel every night, so check him out. Same with our next guy who they stole from the Nashville Predators. I can't believe they still let him go, and that's Ilya Tovin. This kid is insane. Since he's been on the Kraken, he's been on a tear, and he is amazing. So if you haven't collected him too, start collecting him. I know his cards are pretty cheap, so definitely check him out and collect him because he's going to be another star there. But yeah, so that's our Seattle Kraken top 10. If you guys have anything in the comments that you'd like to know or think of a player that maybe should be there that isn't, let us know in the comments and we'll get to it. So, Paul, any names really stand out to you? I know you're new, but is there any names that you're like, oh, this sounds, even the name could be like a ping in your head, be like, oh, I
Well,
might start collecting.
I wrote down Riker Evans and Eiley Tolvanen. How you say
Yeah,
it?
Ilya Tovinen.
Yeah, but I've been collecting Jared McCann cards and Matty Benier cards. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, they're two really good cards to collect. Ryger Evans and Ilya Tolvanen are kind of new, but their cards are on the cheap right now. And if you could buy cheap now, they're going to skyrocket later.
Yeah. No, that's good, dude. That's good to know. The funny thing is that I looked at prices for hockey cards. And I'm relatively new in collecting hockey cards. I started collecting late last year. Man, they're going for some good money. I mean, it's on par with baseball cards and football cards. So yeah, no, it's a good investment.
It is.
Yeah.
And even any rookie card that you pull or young gun is always a great investment because you never know how that rookie's going to turn out in a year or 3 years from now. So always hold on to your young guns. And hello to DJ Wise. I appreciate you coming in, even though you're at
What's
work.
up, James?
We appreciate you.
You know what? I know James. We used to be coworkers. I went to his wedding. Yeah, he's a good guy.
Sticks G says just don't buy Ranger cards. Well, yeah, because they're the most expensive sticks. Unlike those Montreal Canadian cards, you can get those on the toilet seat. And now we'll move on to our next slide here. And this is a great one. So this is the Team Canada projected roster that they're looking at. So this is who we could potentially see on Team Canada for the upcoming Four Nations Cup. So at 4, we have Matthew Barzal, Connor Bedard. Everyone knows my take on Connor Bedard. I hate him. Worst player ever. I don't even think he should be on this list, but that's me. Then we have Sidney Crosby, who's just literally lives down the road, about an hour away, who I've played hockey with, as most of you know. Played hockey with him, McKinnon, and Brad Marchand. They showed up at a pickup game we were playing.
What?
Yeah, so it was fun. I actually got to see the line that we'll be talking about with McKinnon, Marchand, and Crosby played together, and that was just unreal. So I got a preview of it years past. So when you guys see it, then you'll know what I've been talking about.
So wait a minute. So wait. You played hockey pickup game with these guys?
Yeah. So
Were they
a bunch of guys were in Cole Harbor playing at the ice there, and these 3 walked in and asked if they could join us, and we said, "Yeah, sure." And away.
Were they who they were when you guys played them?
Yeah.
Oh, so you knew who they were?
Yeah.
Oh shit, that's crazy.
So it was fun. We had a blast.
Shit, yeah, that's fun. That's
then
amazing.
They stayed around after and just hung out with the boys. 23 March, what's going on? Aaron Sportscards and things is here. Thank you, Aaron.
Aaron, what's up, homie?
Appreciate all of you guys.
Yeah, you know what? The cool thing is Aaron is a Hawaiian boy, but man, he knows hockey. He knows, dude. That's a trip. Yeah, he's really knowledgeable.
It might be because I go on the show once in a while and talking with him, but I don't know.
Yeah, no, he's got some fire hockey cards.
He does, and I told him he needs to start collecting the ducks because that's all he keeps pulling. And he's got a great collection.
Yeah, he does.
Will, no, we didn't get pictures. We see here when the boys are home, we kind of just let them stay still. We don't bug them, and that's I think why they keep coming back to the Maritimes, because when they're home, they're just like one of normal people here. So like none of the boys asked if they would sign anything. We just hung out with them, and it was probably the best time that you could ever have.
Wow.
They stayed after and they had a few drinks with us and chatted and told us about how it was like playing in the NHL and stuff. They shared some stories, which was nice.
Like chicks?
Yeah.
Like the groupies? What?
Yeah. They all had girlfriends then. And now they're married.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. So then next we'll go down the line. We have Zach Hyman, another great player. Alexis Lafreniere, and We all know I love my Rangers, and Alexis Lafreniere is finally turned it on as the number one draft pick that he was. So that is awesome. And Robert Springs. What does Robert have to say? Dan, just remember, opinions are like buttholes. Everyone. Oh, Robert.
Robert, that's funny, dude. That's awesome.
Then we got Nathan McKinnon, who I watched grow up, which was great because he played here at Halifax for the Mooseheads for the QMJHL, which is great. I seen him grow up. I seen Crosby grow up in it, and that was great. Then we have Brad Marchand, another great player who's very underrated. He gets a lot of heat, but he is probably one of the nicest people you will ever meet off the ice. And I mean that with the passion. He does get a lot of heat around the NHL, but really one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet. Mitch Marner, Connor McDavid. We all know Connor McDavid, and that was the lock. Him and Crosby were two locks, really, to be on that team. Braden Point, Sam Reinhart, Steven Stamkos, Robert Thomas. That's your 13 forwards. Then we go to our defensemen. We got Evan Bouchard, Noah Dobson, who I am very high on. I know he's in the Islanders, and I'm a Rangers fan. I hate the Islanders, but Noah Dobson I'm very, very high on. Drew Doughty, Cale Makar, another great defenseman. Probably one of the best. Him and Adam Fox are probably the two best defensemen in the whole NHL. Then we got Josh Morrissey, Owen Power, and Devin Taves. Then the goalies. This is very interesting to me because there's a lot more goalies who I would have picked for this. I think that our goalie situation could be hurting us, and that's Jordan Binnington, Aiden Hill, and Stuart Skinner. Not very happy with those goalies, but I mean, we have no Carey Price right now because he is retired and done, but hopefully Binnington can keep his attitude in check, and he'd be a great goalie for us. It's just I'm worried about his attitude. Paul, if you don't know anything about Jordan Binnington, this is a goalie that will go out and fight a player.
Oh, shit.
And he'll challenge him and Marc-Andre Fleury almost got into a goalie fight. The whole crowd wanted it, but the rest broke it up. But he is probably one of the hottest, temperamental goalies ever.
Jordan Binnington. Dude, that's dope. I'm going to write his name down.
But definitely check out some videos. You'll see him. He got up to a lot of antics. He got thrown out of a game once and went to swing his stick or fake swing his stick at a player. It looked like he was going to hit him. It's just great.
Wow.
But yeah, so that's great. Jordan Binnington. I really like our forwards and our defense. Just not sure on the goalies. That's the only issue I have.
So on this thing, what do they call it? Is it a tournament? There's only 4 teams, right?
Yeah, so it's like a tournament. So this is.
Is it every year?
No, this comes once every 4 or 5 years, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And
it's called what?
It's a fun little tournament. It's called the Four Nations Cup.
Four Nations Cup. Okay.
So it's Canada, U.S., Finland, and Sweden.
There's no Russian? There's no.
Still after everything that's going on.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But if this does good, we could see it grow into more teams, which will be great.
What's up, Zach?
Hey, Zach, thanks for coming, buddy. Hope you guys had a good stream. So that's our Four Nations Team Canada. Next week, we'll be previewing Team USA. So these are all going to be the best of NHL players for each team. So you're going to have a best-on-best tournament, which is going to be really fun. So we'll move on to our next slide here. And we actually have an update. So as you can see, our draft rankings actually updated a bit now. It hasn't been the same for 3 weeks now. Hey, Brandon, thanks for coming. Appreciate you.
What's up, Brandon?
Not my you know, but Brandon Jensen top loader is actually a Zamboni driver.
Oh.
So awesome, Brandon. So
That is
yeah, so
cool.
our draft rankings changed. We still have James Haggins from the NCAA leading, and I think he'll be staying there for a little bit. Then we actually have one of my players who I've been watching, and that's Michael Misa jumped up. He was sitting at number 7 or 5, and he jumped up to number 2. So awesome. Like to see him catch fire and get up there. So that's great. Then we have Porter Martone and Matthew Schaefer, the OHL. Those guys moved up, or they've been the same. We have Antoine Frondel from the Swedish Hockey League. We have Roger McQueen, who a lot of people are really high on this kid. So keep him on your radars. We have Ivan Rubin from the MHL. We have Victor Edlund from the Swedish Hockey League. William Moore, and Logan Hensler, who actually Logan is a new one on the list. So that's cool to see. We had a new up and coming one on the list.
So what are like usually like aren't they drafted like pretty young? Like where are the age
Yeah,
groups?
so 18 is where you can be drafted.
Mm-hmm.
That's the youngest you can go. So like you could be 17 and turning 18 on draft day and you can still be drafted.
Do they draft kids that young?
Yeah, they do.
Holy shit.
And some will actually make it to the NHL that young, like Connor Bedard did at 18. Connor McDavid did.
Damn.
So
So
you
they're
can,
making big bucks and they're not even legal to drink.
yeah.
Damn. Ooh.
So there's a lot
That's
of
crazy.
hype around it. The prospects are really what can make or break your NHL team. But usually the top 10 are usually locked. That's how they'll go is 1, 2, 3 will go exactly in that order. But then once you get to 4 and down, it could switch. So number 10 could go for number 4. You never know. It's like the top 3 are always locked, but then it'll throw you for a loop.
So when is the NHL draft?
In July.
July.
So they wait for the NHL playoffs to be over and Stanley Cup and the other leagues like the AHL, OHL, everything. They all got to finish up.
Nice.
But yeah, so that's our draft rankings, players to watch out for, and also cards to collect for when they get their young guns to watch out for. Then we go on to number 5, which is a new segment here. It's the Kitchener Rangers 2025 NHL Draft Watch. So these are 3 players that we are going to be following weekend every Friday. I'm going to update it, and we're going to follow their progress as they play games right until they get drafted into the teams they get drafted. So this is going to be a new fun little segment for us to kind of watch these players grow. So the draft eligible players for the Kitchener Rangers this year is Cameron Reed. And so far, he's played 13 games. He has 2 assists and 10 points. I forgot his goals. I think he has 1 goal there, too. Or no, yeah, sorry. 13 goals, 2 assists, 10 points. Sorry. Then we have Lucas Romano, who has 13 goals, 4 assists, and he has 11 points. 7 points. Yeah. Sorry, guys. This is all messed up here. Then we have Tanner Lamb, who has 3 goals, 7 assists for 10 points. There we go. So it's 4 goals and 7 assists, and 2 goals and 10 assists. There we go. But yes, these are the players we're going to be watching out for. So this will be fun.
Are they all on the
segment.
same team?
Yeah, they're all on the same team. We have a defenseman, a center, and a right wing.
Okay, as far as why does it say Kitchener Rangers?
So this is the Kitchener Rangers is the OHL team.
Oh, okay.
So this is like your San Diego Gulls' affiliate to an NHL team. Well,
Yeah.
this would be where they would find their prospects.
Okay.
So this is the
That's
league
dope.
that they would draft from.
Cool.
Hello, IGH Dennis, for coming in. Thanks, Dennis. But yeah, so these are 3 players we're going to be watching as they develop throughout the year and watch to where they get drafted. So this will be a fun little segment here. That will jump right into our next slide. And we have our fantasy hockey update. So this is the top 5 as of today, Friday, in our fantasy hockey that we are doing. We have Deep Diggers leading with the points at number 1. At number 2, we have I've Got Krebs. At number 3, we have Julie Landcracken Farnham. At number 4, we have Freedom Surfer. And at number 5, we have Drinking at Dry Bars. So that's top 5 as of this week for our top fantasy hockey update.
Top
I know
5
Dig
out
is
of how
not
many
here,
teams?
but he would be gloating right now because he's still at first place.
How many teams are there?
There is 15.
Oh wow. Okay.
So it's been fun.
Yeah.
And of course, I'm still sitting at number 9 right now, but I'm catching up because all
Nice.
these players for these teams are starting to get cold and mine are starting to get hot.
Let's go.
So that's how it works. And then our next slide, which is this week's news around the league. So this week's news, we have the Islanders signed Matt Murray to a 1-year contract. Not many of you might know this, but Bill Hay, Stanley Cup champion, former Hall of Famer, CAO, died at age 88 this week.
Wow.
So condolences to his family.
Yeah.
Then we have the Flyers. Garnet Hathaway fined $5,000 for elbowing Wild's Joel Eriksson Ek. That's never good. I'm pretty sure he elbowed him in the head, so that's never good. We never want to see that. That's how concussions happen and people's careers get cut short because of that. So it's good to see the NHL stepping up and finding these guys. Then we have a debut. So Alexei Kloversov makes Flyers debut, becoming the first Belarusian goalie in NHL history. So that's huge to see that coming out. And then we have great news for Rangers fans around the league. Lafreniere signs a 7-year extension with the Rangers, which is amazing. We're going to keep him in there as he keeps getting hot. Then this is big news. Marchand's future uncertain in Boston. He has not signed an extension, so this is up in the air. So he could be walking to free agency this summer, which I think he'll have a lot of teams calling.
Would Toronto be one of them?
Toronto might be one. I don't know if Marchand will go there.
Maiden?
He might go there, but actually Toronto just signed another great player, and Jake McCabe signs 5-year extension, $4.51 million AAV to stay in Toronto. So that's a good one.
What's AAV?
So that's the annual average. So they have like a cap, so they can't go over the cap. So they got to try to sign within that cap, but the cap goes up next year. So you'll start seeing more bigger contracts. Then our last bit of news is, I know Toronto fans are probably going to be crazy over this, and Leafs trade Timothy Liljegren to the Sharks for Matt Benning, a 2025 third-round pick, and a 2026 sixth-round pick. So that's huge for Toronto. And then what I heard is they're looking to swing Matt Benning for another deal, which could help them as well. Tim, what's going on? Thank you for coming in. Appreciate you. My partner over on Wednesday nights, my partner. Check us out. Great fun over there. And so that's our news for this week, and that's our slides. So great news. Any questions or any chat? Let's have a little open discussion. What do you think of Toronto's big trade so far? Are we happy that Liljegren's gone? It's only been 2 years trying to trade him. So thoughts on that in the chat?
Sometimes a change of scenery does a player good. The thing is like, okay, I'm gonna go to baseball. I'm gonna do
Yeah.
a baseball example. When we had in left field, we had Jurickson Profar. He was on our team, and then we let him walk. And he was bouncing around a few teams and wasn't doing so hot. And then he came back to the Padres. And the thing is, when a player is comfortable in his surroundings, dude, they excel. And Jurickson Profar, he was an all-star this year. His numbers are up. He had a great year. And it's because, he came back to a team that he's comfortable playing with. He likes the guys that are in the clubhouse, and yeah, that means a lot. So good luck to that guy. Hopefully, he's comfortable in on his new team.
And Vince has a question: Hawks versus Kings tomorrow. Vince, this is going to be a good one, I think, because the Kings goalie sucks, the Hawks goalie suck, so this could be a good little battle.
High scoring.
Maybe very low scoring too. They're both not doing really good this year, so we'll see how it plays out. Although I have the Kings probably beating the Hawks. As bad as it sounds, but the Hawks aren't that good. They probably won't be good for a few more years, Vince.
Oh, sports card teacher said, sounds like the over to me.
Yes.
Is there a lot of gambling when it comes to hockey?
Oh yeah, there's a lot.
Ooh. Is this a betting site? Can I place my bets right now?
If you want, we can give you some good thoughts here.
Yeah.
But no, so that was our slides for the week. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys enjoyed the new segment where we're going to be following these players throughout the year, which is going to be fun, I think. And we'll get to know a little bit more about these players as well. So let's see where they get drafted this year, and hopefully for the best. And we'll follow them through, and then we'll pick another 3 for next year on a different team. I bet Maiden will say something stupid in 5, 4, 3, 2. Thanks, Sticks. Appreciate it, buddy. So now I guess we'll move on to the fun part of the show, as we all like
what
to
do you
say.
mean? That was fun. That was fun.
Any
Dude, I'm
questions?
learning. I'm a sponge. I'm soaking it all in.
Any questions for you about hockey, Paul? I know you're new to it, so.
Well, the thing is that there's a lot of players that I'm not familiar with. Because I look at who's scoring what and stuff, and some of these guys, and I can't even pronounce their names. But the thing is that like I said earlier, dude, hockey is one of the hardest sports to play on the world. You know what I mean? You got to know how to skate, up and down. What do they call it? The ring?
The rink, yeah.
Yeah. And then you got to hit a little puck with a stick. And then while there's some 200 plus dude is trying to take your head off. So you got to keep your head on a swivel. I mean, that's freaking nuts. But it's so fun to see, watch.
And we have players.
And you coach it. So the thing is that, when I watch it and when you watch it, it's going to be two different, things you're going to be watching. But it's very entertaining. Yeah.
And then you have players going at 25 kilometers an hour skating on ice, sometimes even 50. They're breaking 50. And then you have shots. If you're a goalie, you have shots coming at you at 101 to 105 miles an hour. Some cases even 120 miles an hour.
So, for example, if a puck hits a goalie in the face mask, they can feel that shit, huh?
Yeah, they can feel it. There's padding in there, but it's still, you're still feeling it.
Yeah, because like a catcher, getting a ball 96, 97 off his mask, and they're feeling it too. It's jarring.
Yeah, like they're
So.
getting Advil after that game, or ibuprofen, one of the two that's going to take away that pain.
Or both, yeah.
Yeah, or both. But no, it's great. Great game to watch. I know for Canadians, it's more so. That's our like faith, I guess you can call it.
Yeah,
Like how in America it's football, everyone loves football. As soon as football starts, it's like all Americans just come together.
yeah,
This is how hockey is in Canada. As soon as hockey season starts, all Canadians are glued to their coach for that year or that season. And here we have something called Saturday night hockey, or yes, I can't remember off the hand. Or
is
hockey,
Saturday night the night for hockey? Because you know how
yeah. Hockey
Sunday
night in Canada.
football
That's what it is.
was what?
Hockey night in Canada.
Hunky. Oh,
And
hockey
that's
night.
games
I
like
almost said honky night. I meant to say hockey night.
Aaron, Aaron says football's getting boring. 3 hours and 20 minutes of action.
Yeah.
Or 3 hours for 20 minutes of action. But yeah, no, hockey is great. And it's fast paced.
Yeah,
Super fast paced. It doesn't look it on TV, but if you're in real life watching it, it's
it's fast. Yeah,
if
they're
you're
flying.
blinking, you're missing something.
Yeah, those guys are flying. Yeah.
Yeah, they really are. Yeah, so I guess now we'll move on to the best segment, and that is our guest highlight. Let me just put you up on the big screen here. Maybe, if it wants to work.
Maiden.
The chat's popping tonight, which is great to see.
Yeah, no, it's cool. It's cool to see a lot of familiar names out there. It's dope. I love these guys.
Awesome. So, Paul, why don't you tell us a little bit about your channel, what you do, what got you started, all that fun stuff.
Well, okay. So the thing is that when I started doing YouTube, I had this thing about maybe because I have a lot of comic books. I've been collecting comic books since I was like 10. So I have like this whole room is just full of like stacks and stacks of comics. So in the beginning, I was selling comic books. But the thing is that I've never been comfortable in front of a camera like right now. But I've been doing it for so long that it's like I'm just like talking to my friends. You know what I mean? So, but I realized I don't like selling my comic books. I had a lot of remorse. So I kind of flipped it where I try to do, I just talk about stuff that I like. The thing is that, I collect comic books. The last couple years, with all the card bros that I've been hanging out with, I've been collecting cards. But on Tuesday night, I have a live stream, and on the live stream, I have a lot of my amazing friends that are on the show. Everyone brings a little bit to the table. Some guys collect cards, some guys collect Funko Pops, some guys collect cards, some guys collect all of it. You know what I mean? And we just have a good time. Just like this show. And then the cool thing about this community, you get to meet cool people. That's how I met you, Danny. I mean, I'm
Definitely.
very honored that you'd have me on the show. As far as like hockey, I'm not the most qualified person to talk about hockey, but I am a fan. And I do have a team. I do have cards. Um, yeah, that's pretty much it. I do have a weekly new comic book day video that I put on my channel. Yeah, definitely comic books are my first passion. Second is sports. I love sports, man. Because I don't, besides watching like uh like Marvel movies, like the one that came out like Deadpool. I watch like anime, right now I'm trying to watch everything every episode of One Piece. And the thing with One Piece is like there's like 1,000 there's 1,000 episodes, and I'm only like at 10. So I have like a lifetime chore of watching this anime. But the thing is that I'm having a good time. And that's why I'm doing this. I do this to have a good time, to hang out with the homies. I mean, look, I look at the chat. Maiden's in there. Aaron, Vogs, Hungry D, Incognito. I mean, these are all people that I enjoy hanging out with. These guys are cool. But yeah, that's pretty much me. And yeah, dude, let's wrestle cards.
Awesome. You want to go first, or?
Okay, yeah. So again, there's a Target right down the street. They have hockey cards. So in my area, football, baseball, basketball, dude. Every time I go there, it's wiped out. Only thing they have there is they'll have some Pokemon cards, and they'll have hockey cards. So I've been, since I've been hanging out with you, Maiden, and Incognito, I'm trying to buy these all up. So, and the thing is, these are like only $5 a pack.
Yeah, you're gonna have all the Canadians messaging you saying, "Hey, you gonna buy us those hockey cards?" Because they're like gold here. We have to give up an arm and a leg, and then your second child.
All right, so I'm gonna switch my camera. The thing is that we never know what's gonna happen when I switch my camera. So let me switch my camera. What I'm gonna do is though, I'm gonna show you. Is it okay, Danny, if I show the singles that I have?
Yeah, go for it. This time is for you, sir.
Oh man, that's scary.
Robert says we love hanging out with you, Paul, in the 619, and everybody in the live chat.
Oh, Robert, thank you, brother.
Then Maiden said, next time you're on, you have to wear the San Diego chain.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, let me show some of my the hockey cards that I have in my collection. First off, I want to shout out Sensei Domino. He got me his card. It's dope dude. Another dope dude in the community. But these are my hockey cards. These are the ones I have in my personal collection. I don't know. Awesome. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Is that Mark McLaughlin?
Mark McLaughlin, yeah.
And then this is a young gun. Scott. Help me with his last name.
Scott Perenovich.
And this is Ross Colton.
That one's going to be a good money card right there. He's hurt right now, but he was leading the NHL in goals.
Okay. And then here's another young gun, upper deck canvas. Is it Jordan Spence?
Oh, yeah, Jordan Spence.
Is that LA Kings? And then this is Adam Raska?
Raska.
And this is sorry about my camera. Oh, there it goes. Good. Jacob Movari?
Yeah, Movaro, I think.
Okay. And then, Maddie Beniers.
There you go. That's going to be worth money. Those are going to be worth money.
Yeah, I got 2 of these. I got 2 of them because he's a Kraken.
Yeah.
And then Kent Johnson.
Another great card that's going to be worth something. He's just starting to get into his groove in Columbus.
Okay. And then here's another Maddie Beniers. Allure.
So nice. I will say one thing. Hockey makes the nicest cards.
Oh, I agree. 100%. Yeah, their cards are dope. I mean, they're beautiful cards. Yeah, they make them nice.
What's going on, Fryer? Thanks for coming.
Hey, Fire. And then this is Trevor Zegras.
Yeah, Zegras. He might be traded from Anaheim this year, so that'll be interesting to keep following.
And then Here's a goalie, Eric Gallagher. I'm sorry.
Shalgren.
I don't know how you got that. But yeah, that guy. And another Matty Beniers. And then when I started collecting cracking cards, Jared McCann, he was a guy that I wanted. And then the cards I got these are like signed cards from him.
Yeah.
So there's that one.
On card signatures.
And this is Upper Deck Authentics. Dude, he has a beautiful signature too.
Yeah.
That is a dope signature. There's that one.
Hey, Norb, thanks for coming, buddy. Appreciate you.
And then here's the last card. Another Jared
Nice.
McCann.
That one's nice.
Yeah. 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 Like you said, though, man, hockey cards, man, beautiful, beautiful cards. But which one do you want me to open first?
Chat, which one you want open first? Left or right? Yellow or blue? Let us know.
Which one, chat?
First one in the chat. It's probably load.
Let's see. Let's do, if no one's going to say anything, let's go. Let's open this one first.
Okay, let's do. Stick said the one without the maple leaves. Well, that's the one we're opening, Stick. So you should have said it earlier.
All right. So, Anton Roussel.
Roussel, yeah.
And then Chris Dredger.
I think if you read the little silver, I think that's Seattle's inaugural season. I think it says in the silver part. So that's their first year of their card.
Oh wow. Yeah. Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, inaugural game.
Yeah.
Cool. Christian Dvorak.
Yeah, you got that one right.
Ooh, getting better. Adam Fox.
My Rangers.
Another Kraken. Jonas Donskoy.
Yeah, you got it right. Except for Jonas.
Yeah. Ooh, wow, another Kraken. Alexander True.
Nice. This is a Kraken pack.
Yeah. Connor
McMichael. That's a great card.
Connor McMichael. Yes, thank you. Yeah,
Jared McCann.
You're right. It is a Kraken pack. Austin Matthews.
Oh, you could throw that. The Leafs fans are going to go nuts for that one.
Oh, this one. Linus Olmark.
Yeah.
Nick Bonino.
Nice.
Oh, this one. Jaroslav Halak. Halak. I didn't use enough saliva. Halak. All right. Oh, look at it. Another Kraken. Vince Dunn.
Another great player. You're in a lot of Kraken players.
Oh, here's a young gun. Oh, shit. I dropped it. I got it. Matthias Norlinder. You know who that is? Matthias Norlinder.
Yeah. That's a good little young gun right there.
All right, cool. And then Carter Rowney.
Yeah, Carter Rooney.
Brennan Dillon.
Yep.
Matthew Joseph.
Yep.
Ooh, look at another Kraken. Mark Giordano.
Yeah, Mark Giordano.
Derek Bassard.
Yep, great player.
Mikko Ratinen.
Yep.
Jason Dickinson. Patrick Nemeth.
Yep. Great journeyman, that player. Patrick Nemeth is a great journeyman. He's been played for
On
a lot of teams, but he's just a hands down pro.
Nice. Robert Hag.
Yep, Hag.
John Merrill.
Nice.
Trevor Lewis. And the last card is Pavel Buchnevich.
Pavel
Okay.
Buchnevich.
So all those cards came out of this pack.
Nice.
So let me open the next one, which is this one. And man, look, there's like 30 cards. That's a lot of cards. Because you ever see those? You ever see those packs where there's like 5 cards and it's like $25 pack? I'm like, what? So there's definitely some value in it.
Thanks for coming. Aaron says, I apply that logic to karaoke, Zach. Zach says, just do what I do. Say anything with enough confidence and you're never wrong.
Yeah.
It's funny because I can say hockey players' names like going out of style, but then when you get into the baseball and football, I'm like, how do you even say these names? But I can pronounce the Russian or Sweden or Finland names.
Well, with baseball cards, it's a lot of more Latin players. So you're saying a lot of Latin names. And the thing is, I live in San Diego. There's a lot of Hispanics out here. So I'm used to seeing those names. And my last name's Santos. So, all right. And what's funny about these cards, the text on them, like the names, are real small.
Yeah. They make it all about the picture.
Oh yeah, it's all about the picture. And the thing with me is like my as I get older, my eyesight is not as good. So bear with me, guys. Yeah, this guy is wow.
Nicholas Ehlers.
Thank you. You saved me on that one. Anthony Bellevue. Okay.
It's a French last name.
Yeah. So Eric Carlson.
Yep.
Lucas Raymond.
Nice.
This is a Toronto Maple Leaf. Morgan Riley.
Yep.
Wow. Look at that. That's a nice action shot.
Yeah, like I said, Hockeycards, they really nailed like the card.
Yeah.
And like the inserts and all that. They really nailed them. And like,
yeah.
Like if baseball could do what Hockeycards do, I think you get a lot more people.
I think so. I mean, look at this card right here. Cam Fowler.
That's on the Ducks.
Jordan Binnington.
That's the goalie we were talking about that likes to fight.
I'm actually going to save his card. This is Neil Pionk. Pionk. Nice. William Nylander.
Yeah, Nylander.
Jamie Drysdale.
Another great player.
Ivan Barbashev. What?
Barbashev.
Okay. Connor Hellebuck. All right.
It almost sounds like a comic book name, Hellebuck.
Yeah. That made up. Mackenzie Weegar.
Yep.
This one is Paul Francouz.
Yep, Pavel Francouz.
You don't pronounce the Z. That's awesome. Nick Schmaltz. Schmaltz.
Yep.
Is there an M? Schmaltz. And then, man, these are rough. Yigar Sharangovic.
Close. Igor Sharankovic.
Ooh, okay.
You were close, though.
Yeah. Jacob Varba.
Jacob Varna. Or Jake Varna. Sorry.
Oh, I need to get a better side camera. Sean Murphy? Or wait, no. Kalari. Sean Kalari?
Sean Couturier.
That's way off. All right. Alex Kerfoot?
Kerfoot.
Alex Newhook.
Yeah, he's from Newfoundland. So a Maritimer boy.
Okay. Morgan Barron.
Yep.
Yeah, nice. These are nice action shots. Anton Forsberg.
Yeah, you got that one.
Yeah. And this one is Brandon Hagel.
Nice.
Jake Kunzel.
Gensel.
Oh yeah, there's an N. And then Alan Overcheck.
Close. Alex Ovechkin.
I've heard of this guy.
Yeah, he could break Wayne Gretzky's scoring record this year.
Okay. Alex Ovechkin. Nico Hishner.
Heischer. Jake Allen. He's from New Brunswick, where Maiden.
Jake Allen. Yeah. Jake Allen. Brad Marchano.
Brad Marchand. That's the guy who played pickup with me.
Oh, wow. So he's from your area?
Yeah.
Connor Murphy. And then last player on here is Mike Hoffman.
Nice. That's very awesome.
Cool. Thank you.
Great guys in there, too. You got good assortment. The first pack was pretty much all Kraken.
I know. Is that crazy? All right, let me try to switch my camera. All right, I don't know what's going to happen when I switch my camera, so.
That's okay.
We'll see what happens. Oh, that's not too bad.
All right, so I got a little something for us to open tonight. Chat probably seen it before. I've opened it lots, and that's the Dollarama hockey packs. You never know what you're going to get inside of them. They're always a quick little fun rip.
Is it are those oversized cards?
No, they're actually, it's like a mystery pack.
Oh.
So it's got a bunch of everything in it.
What's up, John?
Hey, John B, thanks for coming. So this one's actually a pretty good one. We actually got a pack of cards in it.
Oh.
So, like, you get, like, these little packs here. So this is Canadian team. 3 cards in it. So we'll start off with that one. So we got Andrew Mangiapane. So this is actually John B's in the house. This is one of his favorite teams, the Flames. We got Stefan Mathieu. And we have rest in peace, Johnny Gaudreau. Johnny Hockey. So good start off there. Next pack, we got 2020. So we got a Philip Hronek on the veteran. We got John Gibson on the Ducks. And we actually have the old set of Tim Hortons, Matthew Barzal.
Oh, wow.
Then we go to the 90s. These ones are fun. I know a lot of the guys here use these for TTM fuel. Hey, Brian. Thanks for coming. Brian LCS is in the house.
What's up, Brian?
We got Alexei Gorsev on the Nordiques. We have on the Bruins, Ralph Bonharan. Oh, this is nice.
So
We have an Ultra, Jeremy Roenick on the Coyotes.
So Danny, this weekend they have the comic book community awards.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, isn't it this Saturday?
Yeah, Saturday tomorrow.
Yeah. So that's going to be pretty cool. I'm actually working, so, and then I have coaching, so I'll miss it, but I'll definitely be catching the
Get the
replay
replay.
on it.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
We have Joel Otto. We have a great goalie in Bob Essa. And then we have draft picks. We have Dixon Ward. And now for our last thing out of that, we actually got the French variant of Pro Set. So these cards are all in French. So we'll dive into these.
Are those more rare than the English version?
So the French ones you could only get in Canada. You couldn't get in the States or anything.
Oh wow.
So we got Russ Courtnall. So yeah, if you look on the back there, the wording's all in French.
Can you read it to us?
I cannot read that.
Just kidding, Danny.
We have David Folick. We have Rod Langway. We have Kjell Samuelsson. Here we go. We have a tough guy here, Mike Keenan. Here we go. Actually, Brian, I know Brian's in the house, so he'll appreciate this as much as I do. We have from the New York Rangers, probably one of the best defensemen, Brian Leach. I know that's Brian LCS's guy. We have Dean Evanson, Troy Gamble, Dave Capone. Shout out to Vince if you're still in here. We have a Chris Chelios on the Blackhawks. Then we have a great player who is really one of the probably the most underrated NHL players, and that is Pierre Turgeon. I loved this guy growing up. Then we have a throwback card here of Jacques Palant. That's what the goalie mask used to look like.
Oh, damn. that looks like a Halloween mask that I saw yesterday.
So was what they wore playing hockey.
Yeah. So
they
you're saying
didn't wear them for a long time. So there's some goalies that never wore the mask and just had their face, and they were getting pucks off the face and everything.
Yeah.
Dave Snuggerud. Cam Neely. And then we have a nice action shot here. Zach, you'll appreciate this. We have a Tom Barrasso action shot. It's pretty nice.
Yeah. Overhead shot.
But yeah, so that was our little fun rip for tonight.
Nice.
I want to say thank you to everyone in the chat for joining me and Paul tonight. It's been a blast. Hope you guys all had fun and learned and enjoyed and loved the slides and everything. And thank you, Paul, for coming on tonight. I appreciate it.
Oh, you're welcome, man. No, thank you for having me, Danny. Dude, you're dope, dude. Thank you for teaching me, bro. You said that too. Said, dude, I'm gonna teach you hockey. I said, and I appreciate it, man.
No worries. Glad we could teach. Glad we have fun. Chat was really fun tonight. We had 17 in the chat right now. So I want to thank everybody in the chat for coming because, like I say, none of this happens without everybody here. So really do appreciate it. And you're all here so you can all go to sub to one another. I have Paul's link in the description, so you can go check out his channel, which is great. I do recommend it. Sometimes I'm there on the panel, sometimes.
Yeah.
But it's a fun show over there. Will, I don't know if you're still in here, but thanks for coming. It's a rare occurrence when Will Vog shows up on Hockey Stick Talk Nation.
Yeah.
So thank you, Will. I know you're probably getting in trouble listening at work.
I don't know. He might be off,
Maybe.
But yeah, anybody, if you want to see Vogs 18, just turn on YouTube. He's everywhere.
Yes, he is. But so Paul, I don't know if you ever watched the show, but we have a custom on this show.
Oh shit! Well, what's the custom?
The custom is the guests close out the show as they would be closing out their video.
All right.
So we don't want to put the pressure on you, but the pressure is on you to close out the show tonight.
All right, cool. Well, thank you everyone for being here. I'm here with my buddy Danny. Thank you, Danny, for having me on the show. This is Paul in the 619, and everyone have a great Friday.
Later, guys. Thanks for coming.
Take care.